Hiya and welcome to my bit late Top 5 Wednesday video. This week the topic was required reading, so the top 5 books you were required to read at school. And I had a hard time choosing these books. Now, I don't like being forced to read books, which is why I study literature. But the books that I've read at school probably helped define my taste in reading. I'm gonna start with Animal Farm by George Orwell. This is not one of my favourite books at all, but I think it's such an important book. And I am so glad we got to read it when I was at the right age. We read it when I was 15, I think, and at the point it was just like, this is pointless. But now, probably then as well, but now I do realise how important that book has been, both in my view of the society, but also in regards to other books, how much they have taken from Orwell. It's amazing, really, that one book can be so defining. The second book is a book I've been talking about a lot. It's J.D. Salinger's The Catcher in the Rye. I was not required to read this as such, but when I was 16 we were doing an English paper, quite a big one. My teacher told me to read this and write my paper on it because he thought I would like it. He then changed his mind and told me I would never understand it. Nice man. But that book is also one of my favourite books from that time. I'm scared of reading it again now because I'm afraid I won't like it as much anymore. The language. The language. It's so important. It's so good. And I also think it's important to read it when you are at a stage in your life when you maybe can relate to Holden. I have friends who read it when they were 20, 25, between there, and they didn't like it at all. They found him annoying, they didn't find the book good, there was nothing to it, and then I got angry and we're no longer friends. Then we have Margaret Cavendish's The Blazing New World, which is, I was told, one of the first science fictions in the world, because it's from the Renaissance. I can't really remember what year, but it's a Renaissance book written by a woman. It was a noble woman, and it's just an amazing piece of literature. It's not well written at all, it's actually a bit shit. But it's such a good story, and I do admire her so much because she wanted to remember by us that she wrote a lot of philosophy, and she made her rich and famous friends store it so it would be read in, you know, later years. Now she's not that remembered, and we do remember her from this book. But it is a good book, and don't despair if you read it and you don't like the language, because it's not very good. But it's good anyway. The fourth book is a book I think I've mentioned now in my last 10 videos. Bram Stoker's Dracula. It's been required reading since I was 13, I think. I love that book so much. I think, I don't know, Dracula has been defining in my love of the gothic supernatural horror, because I don't like slash, but Dracula has the right amount of slash, which isn't much, really. If you haven't read it, you might be surprised to find that it is an epistolary novel, written by different point of views, comprising of journal entries, letters, newspaper clippings. I love Dracula. And the last book is actually a play, Eugene O'Neill's A Long Day's Journey into Night. This was what woke my interest in theatre and drama when I was 17, I think. It's such a good play, and Eugene O'Neill has such an interesting life, because this play is partly semi-biographical. There's a lot of elements that are supported from his life. I also think, I'm not sure, but I think Eugene O'Neill's daughter married Charlie Chaplin, and Eugene just said, nope, not having anything to do with you anymore, and he never met her again. Don't rely on this information. That was my 5 books, and I'm excited about watching your videos. And if you don't make videos, if you write, blog, link down below and I'll have a look. Or just tell me in the comments. If you don't know, Top 5 Wednesday is a Goodreads group. I'll link everything down below, and I hope I'll see you soon.